What's up everyone, it's Scotty with MoneyVest. So in this video we are going to be talking about Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. I will be going over the entire technical analysis on this stock. We're going to start literally from 2011. We're going to go over the monthly chart. We're going to break everything down and also talk about some of the catalysts that have been coming up over the last few days, with Tesla offering a promo for everyone who orders a vehicle, Tesla Model 3 or Y, before December 31st and takes that delivery. 6 months free supercharging. It's getting closer and closer to building. It's sort of finalizing its agreement with India. And again, we're going to talk a little bit about the technicals as well. So hope you all enjoyed this video and find it helpful. Make sure that you drop a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The link to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below. We'd love to have you on board as a MoneyVest member. There is a 16% annual discount that's available till the end of this month, and after November, it is going to expire for good. You get access to our Excel spreadsheets, members only videos, over 40 plus lectures, and Discord access, including 20 plus Discord channels and trade ideas and trade alerts. And I also want to mention we've got a huge sale on Psychology of Investing and Money Markets course here. 50% off, including all the other courses, the fundamentals, technicals, options, and psychology. All of them are going to be on sale for 50% off, and the bundles are going to be 60 to 70% off with coupon code Thanksgiving. That's the coupon code that you can apply with the link down below. And finally, we've also got the Black Friday sale from TradingView, 70% off for them, and link's going to be down below if you want to join them as well. So this right here is going to be Tesla's chart. Okay, this is the monthly chart that we're looking at, and you'll notice that Tesla has actually gone through these phases of not really doing anything for months or even years. So this right here is so much consolidation, and then it finally breaks out over here. This right here is basically years of consolidation, and then it finally breaks out over here. And I guess now, very, very similar pattern of just like months and couple years of consolidation. Is it going to break out? We'll find out eventually, obviously. But this right here has been the pattern for Tesla. When I was kind of like doing the research on this technical analysis, that scene from The Office just came to mind where Dwight is sharing his survival shelter. For people who haven't seen it, you may not be able to relate, but where Dwight is sharing his shelter in the office of all the food that he has created, and he's telling all the people in the office that the day's coming when there is going to be a reckoning, there's going to be an apocalypse, and Jim and Dwight basically go back and forth about when that day is going to happen, right? Could be 6 months, could be 3 months, could be a year. So just want to play a very small clip. It's super funny. I hope you guys enjoy this.
They'll do okay. Be assured this day will come. It's just a matter of time. Could be 1 month, could be 2 months.
3 months.
Could be
4 months.
I can see that happening, yes.
8 months.
So bottom line is, look, the breakout is coming. The day's coming. Could be 3 months, could be 6 months, could be 8 months. But this right here has been the overall pattern for Tesla. And of course, there's a valuation aspect, there's a macro aspect, there's deliveries, there's a lot of things for us to look at. I can't just, look at this chart and be like, okay, this right here has been the pattern, consolidation, breakout, so that's going to happen again. Not really, but this has been the overall pattern on a monthly time frame for Tesla. This is the weekly time frame. You can see how much it's consolidated sideways, in those ranges for quite some time before finally breaking out to the upside. And right now, once again, we're seeing a little bit of that consolidation sideways. And Tesla hasn't really gone anywhere since 2021, right? So 2021, this right here were the all-time highs for Tesla, and now really we're just trading sideways. And this is the chart. This is the daily chart, and this is about as clear. This is the weekly chart right now, but this is the all-time high for Tesla, sitting well over $400 per share. So this right here is the all-time high for Tesla. And since then, you'll notice that we have been trading inside this sort of broadening wedge pattern, and how it's been making lower highs and lower lows, selling off. So there's a couple different patterns that I want to draw your attention to. This was obviously the lower high and the lower low, right? So this was the downtrending channel, but then it quickly reversed that pattern. It started to break out inside this higher high and higher low. But then now it started to make this downtrending channel of lower highs and lower lows. So we basically had a downtrend, we then had an uptrend, and then we have a downtrend now. So this is basically the overall overview of how Tesla's been trading, right? It's been in many different patterns, and how it's kind of weak, then strong, and then weak again. Right now is what we're going through. So this is the daily chart, more zoomed in, and should give you a little bit of an analysis and understanding of what we're really dealing with. So Tesla hasn't traded above $300 in a very long time. The last time it was at over $300 was back in October of last year. So You'll notice that obviously it's been well over a year that Tesla's traded back above $300, and for right reasons. Because if you take a look at this pattern, you'll notice what? There's a massive amount of supply sitting right over here. The reason for that is because not only do we have this falling wedge, right? So that lower high, that's the white line you see that's coming up, but we also have this previous resistance right here from back in October of last year. So this red rectangles that I've marked along with the white line is the most important and massive amount of supply that's sitting for Tesla that is not allowing us to break out above this level. Okay, so we were at those levels almost at 290, 300, almost at that level in July. What happened? We sold off, we pushed up, didn't quite get up to as high as 290 or 300, sold off again, and right now we're making our way back up to over $240. So we're still within the context of this downtrend of lower highs and lower lows as well. So massive amount of supply at 300. So this right here inside this red rectangle, I mean, this entire area is just a lot of resistance for Tesla. In my opinion, the moment it breaks out above this, the moment it kind of absorbs all that supply and breaks out on heavy volume, then, like I said, in my opinion, there could be smooth selling back up to, all-time highs of 360s and 400s. But that initial breakout of that resistance is very, very critical. It's very important for Tesla because it's just been struggling at those prices for a very long time. Well over a year, it's not been able to break out above $300. So that's the most important level to watch. Like, that's the only level that I'm really paying attention to. Yes, we're still within the context of this downtrend. We've got some intermediate resistances in the 240s and 250s, but I know that there's the biggest supply sitting at 300. That's why I've got a lot of calls ready to sell at 325, 350, 375. If Tesla gets up to closer to 300, I'll be selling, way out of the money 350, 375 calls because I know that there's a massive supply and the probability for us to break out above this is going to be low. But if we do break out, I'm comfortable getting rid of some of the shares in the 370s, 380s, or even 400s for Tesla as well. So that would be the plan. And right now, again, still one of the biggest positions that I have. I did close out a lot of my covered calls at 80 to 90% profit because it sold off so aggressively after the earnings and after the delivery and the price cuts and whatnot. But again, long-term bullish, and the thesis remains only because of electric vehicles. Again, I want to point out that this is mostly an electric vehicle stock for me. It's not really a technology company just yet. Yes, it's got the potential to turn into one, but right now it is not there yet. Now, India closer to agreement with Tesla to import EVs and set up the plant. So India is closing in on an agreement with Tesla that would allow the US automaker to ship its electric cars to its country from next year and set up a factory within 2 years, according to people familiar with the matter. And this, I cannot tell you how incredible of a catalyst and growth story this is going to be for Tesla. And the reason being is because India is a huge untapped market for electric vehicles. There's a few competitors here. There's a few Indian manufacturers that are making electric vehicles, but when you compare them to Tesla, when you put them side by side, it's like night and day, right? There's literally, Tesla would crush the market if they're able to price them well. That's the important piece, right? Obviously, when you look at $50,000 vehicles in the US, the India's purchasing power is significantly lower. So $25,000, $20,000 vehicle is going to be very, very important for Tesla as well. And this right here, 6 months of free supercharging. So order a new Model 3 or Model Y and take delivery of by December 31st and be eligible for 6 months of free supercharging. And I think these types of promotional offers are much better than price cuts because this is, again, a promotion that is offering free charging, which people can save money on over time, than doing price cuts, which lowers margins right away, right? And we've seen over the last 6 quarters how margins have compressed for Tesla. So I would prefer these types of promotions and marketing than doing price cuts and lowering prices to increase demand, which obviously ends up playing a negative role because of lower margins, and Wall Street doesn't like that very much. And this right here is also something to keep in mind because Black Friday is tomorrow. And we've got a huge shopping week. Literally, people are going to be going to the malls. People are going to be packed everywhere. And the Tesla Cybertruck is going to be at most Tesla stores, and it's going to be a huge advertisement on wheels. So that is another huge catalyst for Tesla over the long term, where Cybertruck could be a big driver for deliveries and revenues and earnings as well over the long term. So hope you all enjoy this video. Tesla last week was, I believe, a little bit flat, so it didn't really go anywhere. So last week Tesla was yeah, flat, didn't really go anywhere, down about 4 basis points. Not a lot of movement overall, but resistance is going to stay put roughly around $240, still within the context of this downtrend, and support level is going to be in the low 200s for Tesla as well moving forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Make sure that you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Black Friday sale from TradingView, 70% off. Our individual courses, 50 to 60% off. Coupon code Thanksgiving. Apply it before it goes away and expires. And also 16% annual discount for our Discord and Patreon. Link's going to be down below. And as always, happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you all in the next video.